CC parents, we are at cycle 2, week 5, and I'll start straight away with the timeline. So week 5 starts with Judah falls to Babylon, temple destroyed, Babylon falls to Persia, Jews return and rebuild the temple, Roman Republic, Golden Age of Greece, Peloponnesian Wars, you're going to step forward, Persia falls to Alexander the Great. History, it's tell me about the 100-Year War, and we used it in the timeline, 100-Year War, and last week we already did that. So tell me about the 100-Year War. During the 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc and King Charles, this is for royalty, so King, and we're making a C, King Charles the 7th led the French to defeat England. We're going to make a teacup for English. England at the Battle of Orleans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague that killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. And the song goes like this.
During
The 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc and King Charles the 7th
led
the French to defeat England in the Battle of New Orleans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague that killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague that killed 1 out of 3 Europeans.
during
The 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc and King Charles the 7th led the French to defeat England at the Battle of Orleans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague that killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. In the late 1340s, rats carried
the plague which
that killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. And then we will move straight to geography. Geography is European cities. They should know where the European countries is. That our week, week 5 is on. So in France is why. So in France is Orleans, which we just learned the 100 Years' War, where Joan of Arc and King Charles defeated the English. So that's Orleans, and this is France. They know that from a previous week. That's Paris. That's England. So the city is London. If we go down to Spain, the city in Spain is Barcelona. And the boot they know is Italy, and Rome is the European city in Italy. So they will go to their map. We will see if they know where their countries are, and we will find the European cities. For the English this week, we have the objective pronouns. So we are gonna do it like this. We have an object in our hand. And the objective pronouns is the object comes to me, the object goes to you, the object, I give the object to him, I give it to her, I give it to it. It belongs to us, it belongs to you, and I'm going to take the object and throw it to them. So, the song is the same as last week. And it goes like this. Name the objective pronouns. The objective pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them, and we'll throw it. For science, it is how do animals react to environmental change, and then the kids have to repeat. Animals react to environmental change by, this week it is adapt, migrate, and hibernate. And we are going to do motions like this. So when some animals get used to the situation. So if there's a change, they adapt. So we are going to adapt, and we're happy by adapting. Adapt. Some animals migrate, like birds. They go, when it gets cold, they go where it's warmer. So we're going to fly, migrate. And some animals stays in place, but they hibernate, so they sleep. And so we're going to fall asleep and say, hibernate. So, how do animals react to environmental change? Animals react to environmental change by adapt, migrate, and hibernate. For Latin, we have first conjugation, endings, future tense. Because this is the first week we'll do that, we'll go through the pronunciations. And so it's bow, like in a hair bow, bow. Bis sounds like the beginning of biscuit, bis. Bit. And then the plural is bimis, like the b and bib and miss in mistake. I did a mistake. So bimis, bitis, again, bib, tis, like in tissue. And bunt. So the song goes like this. Bobus bit, bimis, bitis, bunt. First conjugation, future tense. Let them sing it over and over again. And next week, when we go over it again, we'll use the puppets, finger puppets, so they know what the singular and what the plural. And so for math this week, we have the 9s and the 10s. For the 9s, we'll sing the song. We'll do the ball and cup. The kids really enjoy it. We will go around, and because they've done the 9 song before, we will sing it. One person will do the ball and cup. While they sing it, we'll pass along, but we will sing it as a class. So they'll go 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99, 108, and they'll pass to the next person and sing 9, 18, 27, 36. For the 10s, because the 10s are so easy and there isn't even a song for it, they are getting close to the age where they are going to start saying the times tables. So we will do it in class with the 10s because it's so easy, and they will fill this in. 10 times 1 equals 10. 10 times 2 equals 20. 10 times 3 equals 30. And they'll get time to do it. And that is it for math. And so for art, fine arts this week is one of my favorites. It's the perspective drawing. So this is how I explained it to the kids. If you look at this marker, and you look at the whiteboard, the marker looks a lot bigger than the whiteboard. But if I go to the whiteboard, you can see how the marker gets smaller. And if I get at the whiteboard, you can see that the marker is indeed so much smaller than the whiteboard. So for perspective drawing, things that's closer, like the marker, looks big, but things that is far away looks smaller. So last year we did the pumpkins in the moonlight, and this week we did this year we did city by day, or they picked if they wanted to do city by night. So what I did for them, if you would do this from the beginning, this lesson would take a lot of time. So I did some work for them. I made the point of perspective, and they took a ruler and drew the horizon, just a straight line through. And then to make the perspective, the street, they just pulled lines to the bottom, an inch in from the corners on both sides. And so that created the street. They all got, and then they could draw, for the day they could draw a sun, and for night a moon. And I added some birds, some of them added clouds. And then I did ahead of time, I cut out a big tree, a medium tree, a smaller tree, and then big buildings, smaller. And they arranged it in size, from big to small, and glued it to the paper. And then they could use their own imagination and use markers and draw in between, so that it looks, if you look far, it looks smaller. And so that is the point of perspective. And so the kids really enjoy that. And that is it for week 5. I will see you at week 6.